What's going on, people? We are back. We are playing Wasteland 2, and my sound was not connected, and my mic was all the way down. And I've been talking to myself for the past like, what is it, 40 some seconds. Okay, so let's keep on going. I think we just did everything we need to do.
Yes, that's better.
What? What's better? What are you talking about? I think we need to talk to Mer Captain. Okay. Oh no.
That should work. Ah, the Heroes of Ag Center. Welcome. I've been expecting you. Or
Hey.
perhaps...
Oh, she's got conductive armor.
Yes.
Being closer, see that the woman isn't quite as youthful as she seems. There are a few gray hairs among the brown, and a lot of lines around her eyes. But she stretches with a keen-eyed intensity of a young woman.
A very tough decision, considering it was your first time out. Ag Center was a good choice, though. There are great scientists over there.
Yeah, it wasn't very good.
Let's have a look at it. Oh, wait, I almost forgot. Did the General tell you? He was so pleased that you found Ace's killer that he authorized a requisition order for you. You were to have your pick of some of my more interesting creations.
What do we got for us?
Some very nice pieces. Let's see. The General allocated a requisition for you for completing a thorough investigation of Captain Ace's death site.
Located for... So I've got a requisition allocated for you. What's that? Combat knife. Range chance to hit. Necklace with a sniper Bristol bore brush for a pendant. Written on the handle is an inscription, SB. If ever I leave you, use these my gifts to you. Use these my gifts to you to find my heart. WB. Where am I gonna get this? Armor penetration, critical chance. Hit chance.
Looks like you're out of requisitions, Rangers. Remember, it's just one item per rec. I'll let you know when I've got more for you.
What do you think, General Vargas?
Vargas is a man of vision and prudence. I know a lot of the Rangers think he's too cautious, but I can't agree. Slow and steady is the way to go. He's done an amazing job rebuilding the Rangers after our war with the robots from Base Cochise, and we're stronger than ever before. That doesn't mean, however, that we should now go charging off to fight everybody and their brother. We must expand gradually and fully assess all threats before taking action.
What threats do we face?
The others say that our biggest threat is the Red Scorpion militia, who have taken over the prison which used to be our headquarters. They've been getting more organized and settled, and the fear is, now that they've established themselves, they'll start expanding their borders. What I say is, this will make them easier to negotiate with. Nomadic raiders have nothing to lose. A clan with towns and farms to protect thinks twice about risking their destruction by going to war. I say our biggest threat is expanding too fast. Let's make sure the communities we patrol are fully protected before we go looking for more.
What was Base Cochise?
A pre-war research facility dedicated to the science of robotics. Its mainframe was malfunctioning, and kept building more and more robots and sending them out to defend itself against imaginary enemies. The Rangers destroyed the computer and the robots and saved the world, which is, of course, a good thing, but, well, I wish I had been a Ranger then. From all reports, the sophistication of the computer's AI was incredible, and its death was a great loss to science. I can't help thinking that, had I been there, I might have been able to find a way to shut it down without destroying it. What a tool for good it could have been.
You knew we were coming?
Every new recruit the General brings in gets around to visiting us eventually. The weapons and armor we make are what keep them alive, after all. Most are curious where they come from. I imagine you're no exception.
You make weapons here?
Well, that's a bit of a misnomer. We do make some of them, the really interesting ones. But mostly what we do here is refurbish scavenged weapons and armor. One thing we hope our Rangers will do is collect any broken down weapon parts, stray bits left over from modding, what have you, that they find as they patrol the wastes and bring them back here, to Melson, over in the Quartermaster's office. In exchange, he'll buy it off you at a great markup.
Sergeant Nelson like.
He knows his guns, I'll give him that. Though I wouldn't have him in my shop. He's not nearly focused enough.
Interesting weapons. I'm interested.
Huh. The interesting ones are my department. I'm always trying to come up with new and better weapons and armor using bits and bobs we have lying around. Can't just give them away, though. Creating them takes a lot of our precious resources, so the General is pretty tight with the requisition orders.
How do I get a requisition order?
Well, the General keeps a tight grip on requisition orders. All of the officers in the Citadel have the power to give them out, but only if we think a particular weapon would be necessary for the successful completion of a mission, or if we're impressed by how a Ranger team completed a difficult assignment. I can hand over one piece of tech for each rec you earn, but just one. So make sure you think it over before you take the first shiny thing you see.
What kind of armor do you have?
We have everything from sturdy leather jackets to hand-forged plates, to the finest reconditioned pre-war combat armor we can find. You'll have to pay for the more expensive items. Research and repair doesn't come free, but we aren't out to make a profit, just to recoup our expenses. Go see Sergeant Melson for that. I've got some custom, interesting armor, but the General's orders are to save those for special loadouts only.
What kind of weapons do you have?
We service, repair, and reinvent every kind of weapon, from knives and handguns to rifles, even energy weapons, when we can get our hands on them. We don't do explosives, though. That's TNT Tan's department.
Go talk to Sergeant Melson if you're looking to purchase real armament. I only issue my interesting pet projects if you've ever got a requisition. What do you think of TNT Tan?
Nicest guy you could ever want to meet, but shall we say less than cautious? He's nearly blown himself up more than once. He likes creating experimental explosives just like I like working on experimental weapons and armor. Though I dare say my safety record is a trifle better than his.
Thanks for the help, Captain.
Thanks for visiting, recruits. Come by anytime.
A woman
And go see
of
Sergeant
science.
Nelson if you're looking to shop.
Lovely to make her acquaintance.
Ranger Robert Bowling. A gaunt man in his 30s hunches over the table, clenching an oil gun parts. He is smeared with oil and sweat and seems to be trembling slightly. Listen, I heard you talking to Merc Captain just now, and well, everything's got solid merchandise. But as you may have noticed, Melson's gonna make you pay through the nose for the good stuff. Well, I got a little toy collection of my own, and I'll be willing to let them go for a lot cheaper than she will. Interested? Cheap weapons? Yeah, man. What kind of good stuff? All the big guns, energy weapons, rockets, sniper rifles, all top quality. I made them myself. Do you want some? And they won't jam up every other shot? I swear, they're just as good as the one Nelson has. But at a fifth of the price. What do you say? I'm interested. Cool, but listen. You can't tell the boss, Mer Captain, I'm doing this or she'll fire me, okay? Won't tell. Great, here. Here's what I got. Oh well, this is good. 178. Heavy weapon. 119. Burst shot. Burst shot. Thank you, bye. Good luck out there, Echo. Hope your gear serves you well. Shut up. Out of ammo. 9mm ammo. Fuck. Son of a bitch. I had no ammo for that one. Okay. Sure. I got. Okay. I don't have a lot of money anymore. 45, 38, 9mm. Three each. So I can have 11. Man. Right, let me save it. Rod quick. Oh wait, it's a storage locker. Oh damn it. Okay, keep going. What's up?
Yeah, hot Cheetos. Let's see, where else can we go? Here? Sorry, Rangers. Only authorized personnel are allowed in there. It's in a tank. Leather tough Asian man with a welding mask flipped up to reveal a friendly, deep-lined face. He has a scar and burn marks all over his arms, legs, and head. Ah, there, all done now. What can I? Ah, it's the Heroes of Rec Center. Come to see where the magic happens, eh? Wow, this is it. I'm TNT-10. The man who makes all your problems disappear with a puff of smoke. And you're the kids the general is sending off to solve the mystery poor old Ace got aced trying to find the answer to. So anyways, the latest casualty in Vargas' war on ghosts. Why? Good man had to die chasing a few garbled radio signals. I don't know. Ace was one of our best. A veteran who knew the waste like the back of his hand. And some robot kills him. Yeah, good man die in the waste all the time. But his death wouldn't feel so pointless to me if it had been fighting a real threat. What threats would those be? The Red Scorpion militia, for one. Since we pulled in our borders and decided not to patrol anywhere near east of High Pool anymore, those bad boys have been multiplying like roaches. Now they think they're the new Rangers, saying they're protecting the people of Eastern Arizona like we protect the people here. Well, I don't believe it for a second. And I'll tell you something else. I don't think they're going to be content with just Eastern Arizona for long. I think they want the whole enchilada. We're going to get caught up our pants down with our pants down. You know about High Pool? We got our water from them good folks. They're a little mistrustful. And you failing to save their reservoir isn't going to help that. So you think the signals aren't important? I don't believe those are live broadcasts at all. I think it's a bunch of pre-war loops that we're finally hearing because the air is getting clearer. Nothing lives beyond the radiation. How could it? The radiation. You go far enough in every direction in the wastes, you're gonna run into radiation. Not enough to cook you. There's a way around it. We're walled in. There's no way around it. We're walled in. Last survivors of the apocalypse, which is why we gotta keep the peace. If everybody in Arizona killed everybody else, there'd be nobody left on Earth. We're all that's left. The last hope. Think there's anything to the radio mystery? Meh. Seems like more of Vargas's craziness to me. He goes from sitting on his hands to chasing ghosts in one jump. Why are we all of a sudden hunting mysterious radio signals when we have honest to God flesh and blood threats right here in the wastes? I just don't get it. Why do they call you TNT? Well, because I'm the guy who makes the bombs. Duh. That ain't the only reason. If you know what I'm saying. Magic. Yep, I'm a wizard of boom. A sorcerer of shrapnel. If you need to put a little bang in your party, I'm the man to see. Now, you can get the regular off-the-shelf stuff from Melson up in the quartermaster's office, but if you need something special, something like that'll make a real impression out there, come to me. I can show you the fun stuff. What fun stuff do you have for sale? Got the stuff that puts the fun in fun explosion. Oh wow. What's this? Pipe bomb. Grenades. Is there anything you need to help? Sure is. All the Rangers know that I am always looking for bomb-making supplies, particularly ammunition, ammonium nitrate. You're finding that shit in, well, shit. So, if you come across any cow shit, or even better, bat shit, or any fertilizer, bring that shit back to me. I'll trade you some good shit. La missile launcher, you name it. shit? We haven't. Well, shit. Any other shit I can help you with? Nope.
What's up, Tan?
Okay. The ancient air traffic control computer, by the looks of it, hasn't been powered in 150 years. Looks like it's being powered or something. Got everything in here. Just this area, but I can't go back there yet, apparently. Okay, over here.
Hey, Woodson.
Welcome
What do you
back to
hear?
Ranger Citadel, recruits.
Weird old man wearing a hard-won regular uniform, battered old cowboy hat.
So you saved Ag Center at the expense of High Pool. A tough decision, and I know it must weigh heavily on your minds. But a choice had to be made. And once you chose Ag Center, you did all you could to save it and its people. I'm particularly pleased that you went out of your way to help Matt Forrestal. He was a great ranger, and remains a credit to our organization now that he's left. Also, let me personally thank you for finding Ace's killer, whatever it was. I'm sorry your initiation into the Rangers has been such a trial by fire, but you've proven yourself tough under pressure, and in my eyes, that makes you fit to be a Ranger. You have earned the name. Welcome aboard, Rangers. Now, any questions?
New vice president, not a official.
You are our next generation recruits, and I want you to make us proud. Remember that every action you take reflects directly upon the Desert Rangers as a whole. We've worked hard to gain the trust of the people of Arizona, and to have them accept our authority. Keep that in mind every time you draw your weapon or make a promise. The lives of other Rangers and the rule of law depend on your wisdom, honor, and forbearance. The Rangers have fought robots before, but none like that. I don't know what that thing was or where it came from, and that makes me uneasy. I'd already sent Captain Mercaptain a special requisition form on the condition you bring her something that'll help us track down Ace's killer. From what she's told me so far, you'll need the best she's got.
Anything else you can tell me about Ace?
Ace and I went way back to the prison days. We fought Finster and the base Cochise robot army together. We rebuilt the Citadel from scratch. That I sent him on the mission which got him killed hangs heavy on my heart, and Angie's never gonna forgive me. Well enough not to talk behind her back when she's standing right in front of me. Hey Angie, how you holding up?
Better now, General. I'm only crying 8 hours out of every day now, instead of 16.
Ain't no shame in grieving, Angie. No shame at all. Place was nearly the death of us. Hell, it was nearly the death of the whole human race. Damned malevolent mainframe churning out an endless army of robots. If we hadn't stopped it, well, I hate to think. Craziest jackalope we ever faced. Might have been human once, might have been sane too. But when we met him, he was a crazy android bent on wiping out the human race and replacing us all with mutants. Got his head in our museum if you want to take a look. Our old stomping grounds, since right after the apocalypse. We moved out of there about 15 years ago when we took over this place. It wasn't a bad place, but the Citadel is more defensible. The Red Scorpions have moved into the prison since then. Nasty bunch from all accounts. They call themselves the Red Scorpion Militia now, and lately they've been filling the airwaves with a lot of trash about how they're the real law and order around here. Just another raider gang, if you ask me. I don't give them the time of day. Flintlock was old when I was your age. Now he's ancient. Knows more about the history of the Desert Rangers than any man alive, and he'll tell you so himself. Our munitions expert. Crazy bastard is gonna blow us all up one day. Does good work, though. In the field, his ordnance is highly reliable. It's just his workshop that scares the bejesus out of me. Woodson's that man right over there, my radio wingman. The man who keeps me on the air. If you want to know more about the repeater units, or how to use your radio, see him. Nelson's all right. A bit young, a bit rowdy, a bit gung-ho, but the Rangers need that now. We need new blood, like yourselves. It is your home now, recruits. A place to rest and resupply between missions. A place to learn and to share your knowledge with others. But it's more than that. Despite its tarnished history, the Citadel is a force for good, a shining beacon of justice in a dark land, a bulwark against barbarism in a world of lawlessness and brutality. Indeed, it is the furrowed field out of which the seed of order will grow into a new and better civilization. Hey, forgive me, get carried away sometimes, but I do believe we are making a difference despite my shortcomings, and that our flame must not be allowed to be snuffed out. That's why I've been too cautious, recruits. Since we took this place over 15 years ago, I focused too much on keeping the peace in areas we know, and not enough on outside threats. I wanted to rebuild, get our numbers up, but all I've really been doing is letting the world pass us by. Well, that's gotta change, and the change starts with you. You are going to find out where this threat is coming from.
Place to learn, sir.
We have a library here, where we compile maps and information about the region to help us with our work. If you want to know about any old tech or ancient knowledge, go talk to old Flintlock there. If you've got map questions, see Gilbert. He's our cartographer. Gilbert was another one of my squad. We called him Thrasher back in the day. A good man to have in a tight spot. Past his fighting days now, though. Took a wound during the Battle of Base Cochise and never fully recovered. Now, he's our cartographer, and damn good at it. You'll find him in the museum with Flintlock. Did you? Excellent work. Let me have a look. Not much here, is there? Let me see. Fell in with a snake squeezing cellar. Okay. Getting that feeling of being followed. Damn, tells a sad story, doesn't it? Guess what came out of the dark was that damn killer robot. Well, looks like your best lead is to find this snake squeezing salesman, whoever he is. Mentions Rail Nomad here, so have a look there if you haven't already. Maybe this fella knows something more, like where the rest of the logbook is. You'll want to talk to our quartermaster, Sergeant Melson, about that. One of the brightest minds in the Citadel. She's really helped us get our weapons. Make us proud, recruits.
Hey, General. How's the leg?
Fine, Angie. Hope you're feeling better.
It comes and goes, Snake.
Yeah, I do.
Welcome, recruits. Nice to make your acquaintance. Good work saving the day and attaching the repeater units at Ag Center. The General and I thank you. Now I'm guessing you're here to learn more about these mysterious broadcasts you've been helping us with. We don't know where they're coming from, or who's making them. Hell, they could be old pre-war recordings for all we know. But we've been hearing them since the skies started to clear. They've got a threatening sound to them, so we've been trying to learn more about them. Which is what we sent Ace out to do when that robot murdered him. Now, you've already attached one of our repeater units to the radio tower at the Ag Center. But because you were unable to do the same at High Pool, we're in a bit of a bind. See, we intended to make a Watson-Watt Adcock antenna array using those two towers, our tower here, and the tower where Ace died. Linking those four would have allowed us to pinpoint the origin of the signal. Now, however, we're going to have to try to find the radio tower the General already mentioned to you in Damanta, if it even exists.
Heard of the Manta?
I've been hearing the Red Scorpions radio chatter about this place for more than a year now. They claim it's somewhere beyond the eastern radiation clouds. I hope they're right. The radio tower that Gilbert says is rumored to be there could be our only hope for tracking down those mysterious broadcasts.
What's a Watson Watt Adcock antenna array?
You sure you want to hear this? Most people's eyes glaze over when I start getting technical.
Yeah.
Really? Okay, you asked for it. So with the traditional Watson-Watt method of radio direction finding techniques, it is possible to find the direction from which a radio signal was transmitted using two Adcock antenna pairs to perform an amplitude comparison on the incoming signal. An Adcock antenna pair is a pair of antennas that take the vector difference of the received signal at each antenna so that there is only one output from the pair of antennas. Two of these pairs generate what can be referred to as north-south and east-west signals, which will then be passed to the receiver. In the receiver, the bearing angle can be computed by taking the arctangent of the radio of the north-south to east-west signal. Given any four antennas of a known distance from each other, this method can establish a very accurate directional vector on an incoming signal. Satisfied? I'm sorry you weren't able to save High Pool. Its reservoir and treatment plant provided water for us and the other communities in the area. It will be sorely missed.
What do you know about AG Center, Ag Center?
I'm so glad you were able to save Ag Center. They're doing so much to develop hardier animal and plant stock that will survive out here in the wastes. It would have been a real blow to have lost them.
So, what is a repeater unit again?
We use the repeater units to boost a weak radio signal out in the field and transmit the data back to the Citadel. And let me tell you, it was hell trying to find enough parts to make the ones we needed, which is why I'm so glad you were able to find the ones Ace was carrying.
What does this guy have to do with it?
Well, it's only a theory, but my guess is that the fallout that's been floating around up there in the ionosphere since the war has been muddying things up there, stopping long-range broadcasts from being reflected back to Earth. Now, maybe the fallout is starting to decay, and the ionosphere is slowly returning to normal, allowing it to reflect radio waves like it used to back in the good old days. Or not. I only know what I read in salvage books.
Whatever cost it, we're definitely picking up more distant radio signals these days than we were able to even 3 months ago.
Well, I'm not gonna say anything bad about the General when I'm sitting right next to him, am I?
You better not, Woodson. I'll take away your smokes ration.
See? But seriously, I think the General has been a wise and cautious leader these past 15 years. Some of the boys may think he keeps it a little too cautious, but they're not the ones who have to feel the calls when good men die. Since we started hearing these strange broadcasts, he decided that the quiet times are over, and his place is here, on the air, listening to the people of the wastes and sending his troops into battle.
What do you mean by quiet?
Well, we spent the 15 years since we defeated the base code chief's AI retrenching, rebuilding the Citadel, rebuilding our numbers, solidifying our position. It made us a stronger organization, I think. But we also have a smaller footprint now. And some of the places we used to patrol have kind of fallen off the map. Now, though, I think it's time to wake up. The world is changing. These crazy broadcasts, the Red Scorpions in the old prison, reports of trade routes to the east, where we thought there was nothing but radiation. If the Rangers still want to be a force for good in the world, then we gotta start stepping out beyond our own backyard. We always thought the radiation east of the prison was just too strong, and that travel that way was impossible. But now the Scorpions are claiming they've established trade with a community beyond the radiation called Damanta, and also with a group calling themselves the Servants of Titan. We're not welcome in Scorpion territory, so we can't check the truth of all of this. But they do seem to be getting better weaponry from somewhere. So maybe it's legit.
You gonna say about the prison?
Our old home base. Not bad for what it was. But we've been outgrowing it for decades. When we cleared the previous owners out of this place, we saw an opportunity to make a move.
Okay.
All right. Good luck out there. You'll be hearing from us. A tough choice, recruits, with no good outcomes. Still, you chose well. Ag Center is crucial to our plan.
Alright. Let's get the hell out of here. Let's go check it out.
Able 1 to Citadel Base.
Go ahead, Able 1.
On site, talk to caller looking for bogeys.
10-4, Able 1. Advise when complete.
Roger, Citadel Base, Able 1 out.
The son of the Hammer will strike against the Daughter of Stars, and Redbirds will fly out of the east and destroy Vegas in a night.
What?
Hey all, this is Libby Parker. If anybody's seen my Ralphie, tell him to get his butt home. He didn't finish his chores this morning.
Able 1 to Citadel Base.
Go ahead, Able 1. Call complete.
10-4, Citadel Base, false alarm. Just a couple of hobos. Resuming patrol.
10-4, Able 1. Carry on.
Roger, Able 1 out.
No trespassing. 44. 43. Oops. Population count 44.
Please, strangers. My friend Ralphie's in the lake. He can't swim back to shore. Please hurry. The lake is this way.
Help! Help! I'm drowning!
Come on. We gotta help that kid.
Here. Ralphie's on the other side of the bridge. Please, help him.
Please, someone!
I can't stay
I
here.
can't swim! Thanks for saving me, strangers. Have you seen my friend Jessie? She couldn't save me, so she ran to get help. Uh-oh. I gotta tell my mom I'm okay. But I better go find Jessie after.
Who's Jesse?
She's my friend. We came here because no one likes to come down to the lake anymore, and we thought we could be alone.
Why is the lake so thick?
The water used to be clear like glass, but something made the algae bloom like crazy, and now there's a rotting layer of sludge that sucks at you like quicksand if you fall in. I'm lucky you came by before I sank to the bottom. When Kekaba found out, he killed an Atchison and decorated a totem pole with his bones as a warning to the rest of them. After that, the lake went bad. Nobody knows why.
Or the Etchesons.
The Atchisons used to live in the camp with us, but Master Kekaba made them leave. They live in their own camp now, on the other side of town. Kekaba says everybody is allowed to shoot them on sight. I hate that rule. It all started with a train wreck, back when I was just a baby. I don't know what it was all about, but because the train wrecked, the Topekans hate the Atchisons, and the Atchisons hate the Topekans, and we've been fighting ever since. I think it's stupid. It's stupid because we're all the same tribe. We should love each other. Instead, we kill each other. All the time. And to make it worse, now the rail thieves are killing us too. I'm so scared for Jesse. A bunch of bandits. They've set up between us and the Atchisons, and they jump anybody that passes through their territory. Now it's even harder for me and Jesse to get together. He's the leader of our tribe. He's usually in the train station, keeping an eye on the Golden Spike. All visitors are supposed to check in with him. Just don't look directly at his, stump.
What's so special about the Golden Spike?
It's our most prized possession. A solid gold rail spike, given to us by John Henry himself. At least that's what my ma says.
Who's John Henry?
He's the railman's god. He made the trains and laid the track. The trains don't go if we don't pray to him. Bye, and thanks again.
Well, all right. Let's see what I find. Base something good. Crystal. Faded Polaroid. Train station in the jungle. Anybody, I need some help. One of those coffee can bombs. Oh, thanks, Rangers. I think I would have died if I hadn't come along. So bad, kids. They can be bad. The Topekans work together, lay track, ran trains. Okay. Why would someone plant bombs? They've been planning homemade terrorists camp all over camping place. They want to kill in return for Kakaba chopping, killing them. First choppers. Kakaba and his choppers killing them. Give me a second, guys. Be right back. Actually, you know what? I think I'm gonna close it out for now. Thanks for watching, guys. Hope you all enjoyed it. I know there wasn't very much fighting today, but we learned quite a bit. So, thank you for watching, and I will catch you all later.